California's weather is unpredictable. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today it was raining pretty hard this morning, and right now it's just kind of soothing out, but it is still cold. Not sure why, but I'm in shorts today. Now, I told you guys a couple videos ago to stick around for my cousin's car. We're gonna be doing some gnarly stuff to it, and right now we're waiting for the last part to come in. It kind of delayed a little bit, but in the meantime, it's been a couple of days since I've worked on a car, and I kind of want to get started on the CRX. If you guys remember this Blade Silver CRX, we got it a couple weeks ago, and the car has just been sitting right here because I don't have a solid game plan with it, but I kind of do now. I'm not sure, I'm not certain, but I kind of have an idea on what I'm going to be doing with this car. Now, because I want to stay busy and I want to stay wrenching, I'm going to start working on this car. I want to move this car off the driveway, get that car over here so I can start tearing it apart and start working on the interior portion of the car. So the day that we picked up this car, we picked up another CRX too. It was a 90 SI, and when I stripped that car down and got rid of it, I kept pretty much the whole interior from the car. I didn't really check out the interior that came in the silver car. I just kind of like cleaned it out to throw away all the junk that was in here with the black CRX, and then compiled the black CRX interior in here so I could pick and choose which one of the cleaner set I want to keep, and then the ones I'm not going to use, I'm going to sell it or throw it away. So pretty much all in this video, guys, I just want to button up the interior of the car and just kind of get that out of the way, so when we actually do start building this car, probably gonna make a series on it as well too. I want to focus on the engine stuff instead of having to rummage through the interior while doing that. So in the meantime, while we have some days in between here, I'm gonna go ahead and try my best to get as much of the interior buttoned up as possible. I'm gonna remove this carpet because today I might scrub this carpet down as well too. Man, this thing does not have anything. I took all of this out from the black car. '88, '89 style. These side shelves aren't too bad. I might just give it a good scrub and call it a day, because they're like the same condition as these guys. I mean, other than like more markings on here. I am going to open these up to make sure the speakers and the pods are in it, because I don't know if all models came with them, but these right here go on the inside. They hold the speakers up, and then this guy has like a sleeving on the outside. This is what I was talking about as far as the black dye goes. Maybe just paint that nice and black to kind of give it a fresher coat. This one doesn't have that outside sleeving. Actually, I kind of like it because it matches the panel, like the color of the panel. So we'll decide on that, but definitely those guys, want to change them out. Huh. For these guys right here, I definitely want to change that out. Both of these dividers are broken in half, so I got to repair that. But you guys can see a whole bunch of other stuff right there up in the front, but I'm going to focus on the back half of the car. So I'm going to go ahead and I might give this a good scrub and then vacuum, see if I have that tire cover. Actually, I do. I think I do. right here. Just chilling. somehow I'm gonna retrofit that, and we'll make use of it. I just got a bottle of purple power and a big ass tire brush because there ain't no other damn brush, and I'm just trying to make one stop. So back home we go. So what I do with this is I split it in half into another container. I have another purple power squirter, and I add water. So I make this into 2 bottles so I could have more. Water. I'm using 1 rag to absorb, and then 1 to pick up the rest of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this side real quick, and then I'm gonna find some rags, some old rags, and suck up all of this because my vacuum is not working so well right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe this whole backside, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about that rust right there. So cleaning this side, I noticed that this is broken right here, and this is broken right here. Now, I'm not crazy OCD, but if I have the choice between this one and that guy, and the other one's cleaner, I'll change it out. So over here, you can see it's not broken, right? And also down at the bottom, it's not broken either. So I may clean this one up and then switch to Rue. But also, the cool thing about these back panels is that this is an 8889 style where the seatbelt is mounted on the pillar while the 9091 is mounted on the door. And you can see the door panel right here from the 90SI. It has a seatbelt like opening right there. So this panel has this little block off that you can take off where the seatbelt slides in and out, and when it goes into a 9091 style, you put this block off back so it's not like a giant hole just sitting there. So that's awesome. Not bad. I mean, on camera you can't really tell, but those giant rust spots aren't too visible anymore. So hopefully that's not going to rust anytime soon. So the cool thing about the interior harness of these cars is that you can separate the back half harness from the front half. So the car still has its rear harness. You can see all of it still plugged up here, and if you look over here, you can see the harness is all still en route. So I'm gonna go ahead and button up the back interior a little bit here. Now this was not supposed to separate from that. One of these screws right here holds the panel to the speaker pod. There's supposed to be a screw right here, but you can see it's off alignment. The screw wasn't even there. Oh. Oh, we have these pieces for the back divider. I'm gonna use these to make a new one, like I did my CRX. Yeah. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna use this speaker cover with the fabric on it because I don't know, it just this is painted, and I also swapped out whatever this 6x9 for the 6.5s, which actually sits on the bracket that sits inside the inner bracket, and that's secured into place. All of the screws, they all fasten into place to ensure these panels are not going to come apart. And yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, swap the speakers out, swap that one to this style, and switch the grill and the cover as well too. So yeah, I'm gonna spend less time in the rear, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and just transform this whole back, and then hopefully I can get to the front today. We've got a couple hours before sun goes down, but this should look different right now. Voila. So right now, I don't have any hinges to repair this cargo cover between this one and that one. This one's cleaner. This one has been rigged with some freaking like strap to hold these two pieces together on both ends over there. I also chose this storage compartment over this guy because this one has a broken tab right there, and I wanted to keep this carpet, this top portion right here, because one, it has this little trim on it, and two, this is much cleaner than this guy. You can see a little stain right there, but not really a big deal. But right now, this is loosely in here because the carpet has to slip underneath the storage before I can fully bolt it down. I think this is as much as I'm going to get as far as the back goes. I do have a carpet that came out of my CRX because I have a fuel cell in there. The carpet is in storage, so I'm going to have to grab that so I can have a carpet here. The spare tire board is upside down right now because it's bowed the opposite direction. So I have a weight on it to kind of form it back, and then we'll flip it around when it is in shape. But I think right now I'm going to organize all of this stuff somewhere, and then I'm going to start kind of working my way in the front over there. I'm not sure why I kept all this stuff, but that's a lot of crap in here. My concern is the wiring harness, because before everything else, like the heater assembly and the blower and all that, I have to get the harness installed in the car. So the reason why I pulled the harness out of the other CRX was because this one, I don't understand what's going on here. So because I don't want to deal with this headache, I'm going to use the front half of the black CRX harness, and I'm going to attach it to here, and hopefully these guys right here plug up the same way, because this runs the rear harness, tail lights, fuel pump, the seat buzzer, and the e-brake. Some right there. I mean, I kind of want to make this into a track car, which I'll kind of disclose a little bit towards the end of this video on what the actual game plan is for this car. All right, look at that. Nice little scrub. Got a small vacuum to suck up all the water and all the dust and dirt. Got it all somewhat clean. And now I'm gonna go ahead and grab the other harness, which is compiled in this tote. So I haven't really made progress yet. You can see the inside of the car is still the same. I've just been kind of shoving a lot of stuff into my wagon over here, making it into a storage again. Hopefully this sells fast. If not, I'm just going to take it to the storage when I have time. But right now, this is where it's going to sit for the time being. So I've just been standing here thinking about the heater stuff. I mean, if I'm dailing a CRX, I have that car to drive, and I plan on making this a track car. And again, we'll disclose it towards the end of this video. I want to make this car into a track car, and I'm debating on not putting the heater stuff back into the car. This came out of the HF, this came out of the SI, and I noticed some differences. Like this guy right here, it's not on here because I'm using the 90 harness from the black CRX. It's going to be going in there. I wanted everything to plug up accordingly, but I also remembered that we don't have the heater control on this car. The only thing that I have is this broken piece. So even if I ran the heater stuff, I don't have anything to control it. So I'm debating on putting everything back in. So right now I'm thinking long, I'm thinking strong, and I'm trying to figure out what it is that I want to do. Yo, I scored this steering wheel from the junkyard a while ago. This thing is like the size of my hand. Check it out. It's like a go-kart. Oh shit. Things you find in the junkyard. I'll tell you guys what. This is stupid, but I need to vacuum this before I wash it. And I haven't got to the wiring yet. I did pull it out right there, but I want to get the carpet cleaned so it can have some dry time, and hopefully by tomorrow it's all dried. Probably going to be a million years before that carpet dries, but I just cleaned up all the little pieces right here for the interior when the dash is ready to go back in. And right now I'm going to rummage through this harness and find the front half of the harness. You guys can see right here where the wiring headache is going to be at, but this is just a wire tuck portion of it, so I can figure this out no problem. But my main concern was having the ECU plug somewhere in this mess being 100% untouched. So this right here is for the ECU, 100% uncut, and this is the reason why I'm switching to this harness. And where it disconnects to the back harness would be right here, so I can just disconnect this, and hopefully it plugs up to the current back half that's in the car now. I think that's all I'm going to try to do tonight, is get that harness separated. I'm not sure if I'm going to install it tonight because my shoes is completely soaked. I cut my leg right there. I know somebody commented about me needing new shoes or whatever, but this is just my work car shoe, and I wear like brand new Adidas, which was also sent from a subscriber for when I go out and stuff like that. So don't worry about my shoes, guys. But I am going to use it as an excuse to close up a little early tonight because my feet is completely soaked. But right now, before we end this video, guys, I kind of want to talk about what the game plan is with this car. This car was intentionally bought to be parted out, and then I scored the black one at the same time, so I parted the black one out instead, and this car kind of just sat around until I had a solid game plan. And I think what I want to do now is make it into a track purpose car, like a time attack car, a road race, autocross maybe type of car. So kind of step into a different ballpark of racing here. You know, I've done drag racing like all my life, and I think it's time to get on a road course. So I think this is what I'm going to do with the CRX, is I'm going to build the car for that. If you guys are out here in Northern California, we have a group called NorCal CRX Owners, and our meet are tri-monthly, and it has been postponed due to this whole coronavirus thing. But Chad has been keeping a secret from us, and he just revealed it. The next event for the NorCal CRX Owner is actually going to be at Thunder Hill, and I believe Thunder Hill West, which is at a like time attack course. If you guys know where Thunder Hill is at, it's a time attack road race type of track, and it is down in October or September. I believe it's October, and the goal is to get this car ready for that. Now the swap is not 100% set in stone yet, and then I kind of want you guys' like opinion on it. So right now I have literally everything to do K and literally everything to do a built B. And when I mean built B, I mean like LS block, high comp pistons or PR3 pistons, GSR head. I got blocks, cams, intake manifold, everything to make a B series over 200 horsepower. Or do I do a K series swap, which I have literally almost everything to do. The thing is, I have two K20s over there that I don't want to use because those are spare engines for this car. But if you guys remember months back, I actually scored a K24A2 from the junkyard, and I still have that in the storage. Have not figured out what I am going to be doing with that yet. And if I do K in this car, obviously I'm going to need mounts, and then I'll buy like the EFK2 mounts so I can drop the K24 down lower so I can keep it under the hood. I was telling my cousins the other day, I was like, man, you know, the ITR that I rebuilt in the CRX over there, it's still running great. And I think the whole process of building a short block is pretty fun. So I do have everything, like I said, other than bearings, I do have everything to do a PR3 setup in an LS block. And I think going through the process of building that is going to be fun to share with you guys too. So I'm not 100% set in stone with the plan yet, but either or direction I go, it'll be a fun one to share with you guys. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you guys think I should do with this car. But I am going to wrap this video up right here, guys. If you guys enjoyed this episode of this series to come, be sure to hit the like button. And if you guys want to see some more updates, which I am going to be working on this car again tomorrow, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.